Hi guys, welcome back to Simply Be TV. I know it's been a while, but I'm here today to actually switch things up a little bit. Usually my show traditionally is an interview style show where I chat with someone else, or you're used to reading my blog, but what I have to share with you guys today is so powerful, at least to me, and so important to share that I had to get on camera and talk directly to you guys instead of someone else or putting it out there in the written form. It all started with this book that truly serendipitously came to me a few months ago, and that's what I want to talk about today. The book is called E², 9 Energy Experiments That Prove Your Thoughts Shape Your Reality. And the author's name is Pam Grout, and I hope one day I can meet this woman because she's truly changed my life. So the concept of this book, what this book is really all about, even though it's really fun, it's really easy to read, it sort of has like a Sex and the City sort of vibe to it, it's actually very scientific. And in the book, Pam talks about the field of potentiality, right? Albert Einstein actually talks about this too. And the concept is that everything in the world is made up of matter, right? This desk is made up of matter. Your computer that you're watching me on is made up of matter. Those flowers are made up of matter. My hair is made up of matter. You get the point. As are our thoughts and our emotions. They're also made up of matter. And everything is vibrating at different frequencies, which is why it takes different shapes. And this is the big one, big part of it. It's all connected. Everything is connected to each other. We're part of this huge web of basically energy. And when you tap into your thoughts and your emotions and you become a little bit more conscious and aware, you truly have the power, you do, to shift and shape your reality. So, you know, this sounds really hooey and super hippy dippy, and I'm clearly all into that stuff, obviously, but not everybody is. So she puts in place this scientific experiment, 9 of them actually, where you have 48 hours for each of the experiments to, take place. You're in control of those experiments, and 48 hours goes by to see if these things actually work. So I want to tell you about a couple of experiments that I tried that really proved to me that, like, holy moly, I am in control of my own destiny on a daily basis, and it just takes a little bit of awareness, right? So her experiments are really fun. They're really low weight, they're really simple, so that you can kind of dip your toe into the water and see if this thing really works. So the first experiment I want to talk about is an experiment Pam calls the Volkswagen Jetta principle. Okay, it's a fun name. The concept is, when you're buying a car, say it's a Volkswagen Jetta, for weeks all you see are Jettas. Tell me if you can relate to that, because I certainly can. I don't own a Jetta, but I get that point. So she asks you to pick something totally random, like purple feathers or yellow butterflies, something totally random that you want to basically conjure for the next 2 days as part of expanding your awareness. So I picked red roses. It was the week of Valentine's Day when this happened, and I figured that would be pretty easy. So I'm reading the book in my room, and I make this decision to conjure red roses. And I put the book down, and about 30 minutes later, I had to be somewhere. So I go downstairs to my garage, get in my car, turn on my car, and the song Roses by Chainsmokers, you know that song, is playing. Whoa, right? So then I was like, okay, that's cool. That's cool enough. The next day, I went to the doctor's office. I had an appointment, walked in the lobby, huge bouquet of red roses. If that wasn't big enough, I was leaving the doctor's office, got in a cab, was just killing time looking at Instagram, and I have a beautiful friend named Tiffany who I love stalking on Instagram, and I was like, I wonder what Tiffany's latest picture is, and I open it up to her profile, and literally 2 hours earlier, she had posted a picture of herself holding a red rose. So that was one experiment. I was like, okay, maybe I'll try another one. So the second experiment I tried was called the abracadabra principle, which Pam asks you to basically ask for anything, like a magician, like wave your magic wand, say abracadabra, and ask for something that you want. You have 48 hours for it to come to fruition. So I don't know if you know this about me, little side note, I do some voiceover acting work. This is from my previous days as an actress. I used to do a ton of stuff. The only thing that I still do is voiceover work, and once in a while I audition and I'll get a cool job, but it's sort of like winning the lottery, getting a voiceover job. It's very difficult, and it's not something that just happens for me, at least. And so I asked for a voiceover job. because I had been auditioning for a little while, and I was like, I want a job. And within 2 days, my agent called me and told me that I got cast in a commercial for voiceover. I want to share one more experiment with you that I tried, where she asks you to ask the universe to send you a cosmic joke, like something that would really make you laugh out loud, like super ironic. So I had asked for a cosmic joke. I had no specific kind of vision of what I wanted that to be, like the other experiments. And I was going out with a girlfriend. She'd come over, we were drinking some wine, we were about to go out to dinner and grab some sushi, and we were both talking about how it sucks that we don't get carded anymore because we're getting older, and how we wish that, you know, once in a while someone would card us and give us a little bit of, you know, affirmation that we're not aging. And anyway, we were just talking about it. I was like, I haven't been carded in like 3 years. What does that say, right? So we go to dinner, we sit down, we're at sushi, and we order our sake, and the waitress was like, can I please see your IDs? So I know this might sound all like fun and games. This is a, you know, fun book to read, like stops and ends there, but it doesn't. We are so much more powerful than we allow ourselves to be. I don't know about you, but I have a tendency to really resort to negative thinking, and I get stuck in the chatter of my own mind and can become very myopic in the way that I look at my life. And I personally have had a lot of unexpected twists and turns this year, for good and for not so good. It's been an amazing ride, but a lot of change, right? And I've noticed that in myself, that I'm really prone to just looking at the negative. Seeing what's not working. And what Pam Grout asks us to do, not just in this book, through the context of this book, but in our lives, is to really become conscious and to become aware that we are way more powerful beings than we let ourselves be. And so I'd like to leave you with is a challenge. One, go pick up the book and read it, because you'll love it. And I'd love to hear from you if you do read it, to send me some comments on my blog about the experiments you've tried and, you know, what you've seen, but also to just become more aware, to become more empowered with your perceptions, knowing that you have complete control over them and complete control over your life. And your life is beautiful, so bring something beautiful to it. That's it for Simply Be TV today. Thank you so much. I'm Jessica Zweig, and I hope I see you guys soon.
We're not really rolling, are we?
I'm rambling. See, I should have scripted this a little bit. Don't put that in the bloopers. No, I don't want anyone to know my insecurities.
This is our production assistant.
We pay her a ton of money. It's all under control because of this one.
Love you.